Hey folks, my name is Jürgen, aka Not I'm Proud of It, and Destiny has brought you to my channel today to have a look at these super cool full art promo cards. I know, they are not worth shit, they really are not worth anything, but honestly, I really do love these cards. And I actually brought out a binder, which I normally do not bring out that often, because it has some weird cards in there. We're going to flip through the binder, and at the back of the binder, there are more promos like this. I simply think these cards are super cool. Honestly, I don't care if they are worth a lot of money or not. I don't care if they are not worth a lot of money or not. I simply do like these full art promos. And we're going to add those to the collection today. So this is the binder. This is actually kind of a cool binder because it's a zipper binder. And you shouldn't fill that up too much. I got a review of that one up on the channel. I'm going to link to the review of the Ultimate Guard zipper binder at the end of this video. So if you are interested in the binder, which is one of the few binders that actually has, sorry for the wobbly camera, but I had to click something on the camera, that actually has a zipper, which, for example, the Dragon Shield codexes do not, and I prefer those because the spine is thicker. Then check out the review of this Ultimate Guard binder at the end of this video. But today we're gonna talk about full art promos. Honestly, back in the day, cards like these would have been amazing to me. I think it's a lot about the artwork. I think it's a lot about the cool cards. Psionic Blast, one of my all-time favorite cards. I still want to get 4 betas, but they are like really expensive. Would be cool for unlimiteds, probably is a better choice. 4 damage to an opponent, 2 damage to yourself for a blue, and 2 colorless mana as an instant. I think it's pretty cool that the card doesn't even says what it does, except for the casting cost. And the Fireball, of course, one of the alpha beta unlimited cards, same as Psionic Blast, by the way, which got removed in revised, but Fireball, of course, is a very cool card as well. Look at this badass Fireball. This is just amazing. That guy there on the bridge or is in for a bad day. Same for the Psionic Blast. I guess this is the guy who is actually dealing out the blast, not receiving the blast. Or is he receiving a blast into his brain? I'm not sure. Binder, which is a bit more unusual than my normal binders because it has a couple of more recent cards in there. 4 mana drains for my vintage deck. I somehow do not have my legends anymore. 4 Force of Will, one of which is German for my vintage deck. Then I got these for like 30 years or something. When did Alliances come out? 96. So yeah, let's say 29 years. Because I pulled these out of boosters actually. So in this binder there are a couple of cards that I used in decks. Pact of Negation, I think an interesting card. I think you can counter something even without mana. This is always very cool. And you can get yourself until the next round. And you would lose the game if you can't pay the upkeep cost for this one. But yeah, you're still not dead. So let's see. There's a lot that can happen. I got all the pathways here, which I love. I think they are very good lands, and I actually use them in decks. So I got cards that I actually use in decks, playsets of the cards. The pathways, this should be the other way around, right? So we know what it's about. Yeah. So it's the same card, obviously. But I normally do like organize them 2 by 2. So yeah. It looks cooler that way, folks. It looks cooler that way. A lot of them are full art foil. I got them when they came out. They obviously were included in Zendika Rising, and then a couple more in Kaldheim. And I got all of them, and I think, yeah, they are really cool, of course. 4 Birds of Paradise, simply because I like to play them, and sometimes I use them for decks. Lithoform Engine, I had a deck with that one. Same goes for the Wishclaw Talisman. Yeah, I can go through every card here, which I won't, but this is actually part of my vintage deck, in which I play 4 Guardian Beasts and a couple of old vintage cards. And with the Wishclaw Talisman, I can search for whatever I want, and the Guardian Beast prevents the Wishclaw Talisman after searching from going to your opponent, and you can just continue searching, because you can lose control of your artifacts if you got the Guardian Beast out. It's not the most effective vintage deck, but I like it. And like this, there are more cards in here. 4 Millstones I used for a deck. These are the Portal Lands, and I got these from one of my channel members, and I really enjoyed them and the art of it and the art of them, and that's why I put them in here, so gave them a little bit of a special place. Some more cards I used for decks, for my red, black and blue deck. Croxus Charm is an interesting card because it can destroy a creature, it can destroy an artifact, and it can return a permanent to its owner's hand if needed, and then you can counter it again if possible. So it's a very versatile card, and it's just an uncommon, same as the Band Charm here, but it's still part of this binder. A couple of the 30th anniversary countdown cards, which I used as an advent calendar. The Chrome is not in here anymore because I traded these in for store credit. Kaladesh cards, Chandra, Fire of Kaladesh, and various versions of her. Very nice, because Kaladesh officially is banned now, right? And that was about it, so don't fill up that binder too much. And you already see here, there are 2 more cards that are full art. The Remove Soul and the Tarot. I need a couple more Remove Souls. Here I got even more. Look at the cancel, how cool that looks. I mean, folks, can we please the disenchant? I mean, the cancel. Can we please focus on this artwork? Heather Hudson and Easy. I mean, fucking awesome. I think this looks absolutely fantastic. I'm a big fan of these cards. You see the binder is not filled up very much, and it's already like, I don't know if you can see it. Let me get the cards. It's already a little bit, you see this here? That's what I don't like, because the spine is too thin. The binder itself is moving upwards here, and the spine is too thin. That's why I fear it has a little strain on the cards if you fill it up too much. Beautiful cards, in my opinion. Nameless Inversion as well up here. Super cool. Recollect, Zombify, Cruel Addict. Look at this, folks. I know we got some really amazing artwork with the secret layers and so on, but I mean, this. Well, I know there are a lot of these out there, but I'm happy to collect these. I mean, I think this is kind of cool. Just have a look at this. Ah, the Flame Javelin, one of my favorites. He's looking so awesome. Wow. Such a cool card, such great artwork. Fantastic. Let's get a, yeah, I'm looking at the cards and then I lose my voice. Let's get a nice thumbnail here. I think this is perfect. This is a perfect thumbnail here. Doesn't this look fantastic? Overlook cards, in my opinion. And again, I don't know how much these are worth. I think I bought them for $1 each or whatever, or some 50 cents, and some that are in foil, like a Wrath of God, are more expensive. Super cool Giant Growth here. Super cool cards. But in the end, it's not about the money, folks. Remove Soul, really cool counterspell too. Incinerate. that is some art here on the Incinerate, adding the Psionic Blast here. Wow, Just have a look at this. And I know this art exists on an Incinerate in another form as well, with a text box, I think, but without a text box, without anything on the card. This is just fantastic. They should make more cards like this. Like full art, and I know they do kind of, but without text box, just as a collector's item. Folks, that's what I wanted to talk about today. Short video, for me short, 10 minutes still, but short video. Sometimes very simple, folks. It's not about value, it's not about how many of a card there are out there. It's not about playability. Sometimes it's about collectability in a certain sense, and even that is questionable with cards that are readily available for a very low amount. Sometimes it's about things you enjoy, cards you enjoy, and these cards I enjoy very much. I have to have a look at how much there are out there, how many different ones there are out there, and if I miss a lot, but I definitely miss 3 move souls and 3 terrors, and I guess a lot more, but yeah, we'll see about that. Folks, stay healthy, stay frosty. Thanks a lot for listening today. I talk to you next time. Bye bye.